EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. To throw is Sanders. Throwing to start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice to pick up on first down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Second and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. His throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Oh, look at the juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out. Allow him to cut upfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and a yard. Looking to throw. Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sanders. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Ryland on for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Sampson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that ball is just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 4th down, Bowman. That is caught. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Ryland for the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence will throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw again. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Anthony Schwartz, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Bowman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Bowman. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Short throw caught by Bowers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That's to Bowers once again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 58 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 69 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Bowman. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
So it looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
They did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bowman. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bowman. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. And the slot man goes in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Operating from the gun, Bowman. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bowman. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Ryland on for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like